Hello Leo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There's the Lover's energy. I wonder what that's doing here. Now, the Lover's card is always about choice, right? So I think that there is, it's about choice, it's about union. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there we go. I see what's going on now. Oh, interesting. I feel, okay. I feel like our hesitation about something is being resolved. I feel like the union here is between our heart and our mind. What the heart wants, the heart wants. What the mind wants maybe has to be aligned with the heart, right? I think you're getting that kind of union. You're getting that togetherness. We see that with the Six of Swords, but also that's being expressed by the Sun card too, because that is how you achieve your greatest achievements in life, is when your thinking and your feeling functions are together. And then, of course, the hard work that comes with it as well. So let's put this into some more context. Let's see what else we've got. All right, well, we see some challenges that existed with the thinking function, right? So I wonder if you were really feeling something and, you know, your left brain, your logic kind of said, well, maybe not, maybe I shouldn't. Let's select the mystery card, though. Let's do this one. This is one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to randomly put it right here. Mr. Ed on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but if at any point during the reading you get an idea of what that should be or what it is, leave a comment, right? We're doing something new, something a little more interactive here, where we're going to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, if we can collectively tap into source, tap into intuition, open ourselves up, and let's see if we can discern that card, that energy, okay? So any point during the reading, put your answers in the comment section, but otherwise at the very end, we're going to do a little moment of stillness where we can try to get an idea for that card. Now, we've got 3 major arcana cards on the vertical axis. Okay? So I think that this is really the union between, well, the union between your heart-mind, union between what your spirit wants and what your kind of personality, what your body wants, right? What's taking place in the manifested world. So this is sun and, you know, earth kind of together, being unified, creating, right? Creating something. This is really fantastic. Just these 3 cards here show the perfect union of forces that lead to the greatest success. This is the real jackpot right here, right? Not only that, though, but we have your heart and mind together, unified. Heart-mind has been a very common theme on this channel as of late, and we see it manifesting over here too with the Four of Wands, with the Queen of Wands, with the Knight of Pentacles. All of this here is fire and earth, right? Even the Four of Wands is fire energy given the temporary structure of a 4, right? And in this process of creation, which again is kind of a creation between the spirit and the body, right? Which creates the soul. The spirit and the body, or the spirit and the earth, the sun and the earth, that creates life, right? In this process of creation, the most interference comes from our thinking and our feeling, right? Our mind gets in the way. Our heart sometimes gets in the way. Not our spiritual heart, but our more surface level feelings, right? Or even deeper than that, our past, our issues, our baggage. Yeah. But right now, you've got this Six of Swords. This is your divine blueprint. This is where your heart and mind are unified. So there's no resistance here. Spirit is going to be working through you with almost no resistance. Now, there are some things that need to happen in order to manifest this. And that really is us letting go of this habit of thinking that we're in. These two cards together, this is the only thing that's keeping you from achieving this jackpot. This is your vision, right? This is what you've always known was meant for you. This was your future, and it is stunning, right? You've always known what your future will be like. But I think our heart-mind has been interfering. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords. The Three of Swords, very commonly considered like heartbreak, sorrow, sadness, right? And it is. But why? Right? Why is it? It's not because, in the future or tomorrow you're going to be experiencing some heartbreak. Yeah, I mean, you probably will at some point in your life experience sadness again. I hate to break the news to you. It's pretty much guaranteed, right? That's not what the Three of Swords is. The Three of Swords is the tendency that we all have to relive past traumas, right? It's a Swords card. It's thinking. It's something that's going on in our mind. We are re-traumatizing ourselves by recalling all of this information, all of these feelings. We're reliving the scenario again, over and over, it seems like, especially when we get over here, we got an Eight of Swords too. I think that we are kind of torturing ourselves with the memories, with some history, something that we've already been through. This is reliving a memory from the past that is causing you to feel that way again. It's not something that's happening now. It's something that happened in the past, but we keep reliving it. Okay? And the reason why we have the Eight of Swords here is because this process, doing this, while it does have its benefits, you can recapitulate, you can process your feelings and your memories and really deal with them, integrate them. This is good. Every card has light and shadow. The shadow of this card is that it leads to an Eight of Swords, right? That it can prevent us from reaching our goals, from moving forward. We get locked up in this and we're not making progress. This is a function of our mind, of our spirit, of our soul, of our work that should be leading us to progress. It should be helping us get to our goals. But it could, as its shadow quality, prevent us from moving forward. We get too wrapped up in those memories, too wrapped up in that process. It's that continued trauma. Okay. So that's why the Eight of Swords is in the position of what we don't want. This is the obstacle. This is what we're trying to prevent. And this is our thinking, feeling from getting in our way. See, we like the Six. We like everything being orderly. We like the structure. We like the order in the chaos. We like everything being integrated. We don't want the air and water energy, the feeling and thinking functions to be this. Okay, because this is going to prevent us. This should really be like that today. It's going to prevent us from getting here. And this is the future. Now, this is some Capricorn energy. This is the fire of earth, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the vision that you've always had of your future. You've always known. You've always had this like spiritual vision, this awareness, this burning consciousness of what your future would be, And not everyone is like that. I think you're someone that maybe you've always known what you're meant for. Maybe not the specific details, but you knew you were meant for something great. Yeah. And this is you now, free to pursue that vision. Right? This is the jackpot that's waiting for you. It's the pot of gold right there waiting for you to go take it. Right? Nothing's holding you back anymore. Right? That's the beauty of this. that you are so in tune with yourself. Nothing, this stuff, not going to hold you back. We do see a Knight of Swords in the recent past, Fire of Air. So I think that this was some recent decisions that you had to make that probably helped you get to this Six of Swords. Maybe you had to quickly or very firmly break something off, leave a situation, right? I feel like there was a definite decision that is leading you to this kind of freedom, leading you to this integration, to this wholeness, to this harmony. Okay? I think we had to kind of initiate it. We had to put our foot down, make a decision. Okay? Stand up for what you wanted. So I think maybe we left a situation, or we spoke our truth, or we expressed ourselves in a way that was very liberating. Okay? I think that was the right move. I think that's why we're here now. That's why we're on this central pillar. Now, the Hierophant down beneath everything, the Taurus energy, this is the idea that you know that you're going to need some assistance moving ahead with your plans. You're not an island, you're not living in a vacuum. You know that you need to have the right team around you. This is, your spirit team, but also your literal team, friends, family, coworkers. So part of this union is you knowing that you're not just, you are a star in space. You are a shining and radiant sun in the sky. But so is everybody else. And it might be better when there's a team of us, right? It might make things a little bit easier, or the success greater when we unite, right? This is the card of union, of choice and union. To unite with those that have similar goals as us. It's kind of a collaboration, right? You're a star in space, yeah, but so's everybody else, right? So maybe we can join forces, right? I think there might be some of that going on. Maybe not right now, but in the future, surely. One of the big benefits of this, whatever this decision was, and this seems like it was a big decision, but it has greater implications than you even were aware of. It has spiritual implications. It's not just you had to leave a negative situation, or you had to rearrange something. All right, I don't know what that was. That led to very practical benefits. But I think there's this greater sense of confidence now. There's this greater sense of you being who you are, right? Being proud and loud and shining and radiant, owning your power. Yeah. And with this kind of power, there's no success that's off limits to you, right? This is you knowing yourself. This is you with the confidence that if something isn't working for you, you're going to change it. That you have the power to change your life, change your circumstances. You have the power to resist the pressure coming from outside. See, the sun has to have that equilibrium. You have to burn hot enough to resist the gravity that's trying to crush you. So this is your awareness, your knowledge that you can equally match the world. I think this is how you're going to achieve all of this great success in your life. It really is magical. I think that you are seeking that pot of gold, and now with this kind of clarity, this kind of self-confidence and self-knowledge, you can see where all the pots of gold are. There's no limit now to what you can achieve, right? So as we move to the path of the serpent, of course, we have this water of fire, this Queen of Wands, right? This is your general energy. This is, I think this is kind of us using a lot of this emotion, a lot of this baggage, a lot of these issues, a lot of whatever these memories were. I don't know why, but saying the word trauma kind of seemed like a taboo word, right? I think the Queen of Wands is using those experiences as fuel for the fire, right? You're burning those experiences up in your internal furnace, right? And it's fueling your ambition. It's fueling your sun, fueling your soul. So rather than letting those experiences hold us back, we're now using them to fuel our creativity, to fuel our confidence, to fuel our ambition, our energy level. Yeah. But at the same time, I think this card is also reminding us that we have to stay a little bit tender. You've got to stay connected, compassionate, empathetic. You've got to stay patient and tolerant, because this has the tendency perhaps to turn us into a bit of a tyrant. We've got to stay a little soft on the inside. You know what I mean? Four of Wands here. This is what we're creating in the environment. This is the understanding, really, that what you are doing, what you're creating, is, initially at least, it's an impermanent creation, right? So what we do, this is in the environment, this is the card of timing. This is the card that says it's time for you to manifest your will. It's time for you to move forward with your vision, free from these, we can move these things out of the way, free from these things. And it's almost as if through all of these impermanent creations, through all of these cycles, through all of these manifestations that exist in the material world, so they are impermanent and temporary, you're creating something that is lasting. This is the spiral, right? This card, you keep doing your work, and one success after another, the milestones, these are all the signposts. This is kind of one step at a time, right? By doing that, by understanding this process, fire to earth, giving the fire a temporary structure. You travel a few miles, you got to camp for the night, right? This kind of looks like a campfire. And then you keep going, right? That is how you create something lasting, something eternal, something that's going to outlive you, right? No one really laments the fact that in the morning they have to, throw the dirt on the fire and put the rocks back where they found them. Nobody is really sad that they had to dismantle the campfire, right? Because they know that fire exists out here. The creativity, the spiritual energy exists everywhere all at once. But when we make these choices, these decisions, these little manifestations, these little milestones, these achievements, we know that we are just somehow, through this Leo energy, which in the lust or strength card really shows this. I wish we had that here. Shows that you're able to just reach up and pull that fire, pull that spiritual energy down and manifest it. But you know that it's going to go right back, into the air around you, right back into the ether, right back into source. It exists everywhere. The magic is really just the temporary bringing to visible appearance. See, I can manifest fire here, and then poof, fire go. Where does fire go when you put it out, So I think that this card is really important for you to understand the impermanence of everything that we do, but it's through that series of impermanent things that we create something long-lasting. Now, yes, maybe this is still impermanent, but this is something with far-reaching implications. This is the vision of the future. And we know that to get to the future, it takes a lot of little successes along the way. Right? Small, very attainable goals lead to the really bigger jackpot. Right? The big pot of gold that's in the future. So I like this. I like that we're getting, especially on the path of the serpent here, we're getting into this fire and earth, that it's our heart and mind our thinking and feeling are not interfering with our process of creation. Now, I don't know what you're working on, if this is a career thing, if you're an artist, a musician, a painter, whatever, if this is your spiritual work. It's campfire after campfire on a longer journey. Yeah. This is really nice. Let's look at the mystery card. With the mystery card, this is where I'm going to ask everybody to pause the video. Try to connect with all of these energies, all of these images. If you want to play along, you can. You don't have to. If you're driving or whatever, you know, just maybe say it out loud or think it to yourself even. I want to collectively raise our vibrations. Let's collectively tap into our intuition, see if we can discern this card. And I guarantee over time, if you keep playing along day after day, week after week, we'll find that we get better and better at understanding this energy, at connecting with this card, and we'll get close. We don't have to get a bullseye every time if we get in the general area. I think we're making a lot of progress. So, let's pause here for a second, moment of stillness. Now, I think, for me, I'm feeling some earth energy. I'm feeling that I almost think like a Four of Pentacles or something, to go with the Four of Wands, you know, to show that we don't want to get stuck at any of these campsites, any of these resting points, any of these camps, you know. We don't want to get stuck in any of those places. We want to keep the journey going. But we have to also experience the fruits of our labors too, you know. We just don't want to get stuck there. I'm thinking maybe a Four of Pentacles. No. The Ace of Pentacles. Well, I was right about the earth energy. See, and like I said, if we get close, that still is showing good things, you know, showing progress in our perception. So the Ace of Pentacles, I think, is this idea that it's not just one big project that we have to, it's not just one completely crazy aspiration or crazy goal. That success is built one brick at a time, right? The journey is a journey of 1,000 miles. It's one night at a time, one campfire at a time, one step at a time, one achievement at a time. So once we put out the fire, we put the stones back, then it's on to the next one. Success is created one step at a time. We can drink the ocean, right? No, don't drink the ocean. We can consume all of this water energy. We can create all of this lasting success. One drop at a time fills the bucket. You know what I mean? Don't drink seawater. Don't do it. So I like this as a confirmation card. I like it because we keep going. We're building. There's no limit. The only limit that you have now is your own imagination, right? Where your vision stops, that's where your success will stop. Otherwise, it just keeps going, and you're achieving more and more and more. It's very powerful energy. Now, we are going to do an extended reading, Leo. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the description box. New Leo readings come out every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss the next reading. Okay? I want to thank you for watching this reading all the way through until the end. That really helps out the algorithm. That, in turn, helps out the channel. I appreciate that. I want to thank you for being here. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.